Today, I'm going to show you everything there is to know about the new Uniview Intercom Kit. I'll be covering the 4 pieces that are included with the kit, then walking you through the entire setup from scratch. Later, I'll show you some of the advanced features that are available, such as the ability to connect wirelessly or to use a key card to open an electric door strike. This kit comes with an indoor station, a 4-port PoE switch, an outdoor station, and a 32GB MicroSD card. The outdoor station is basically an intercom with a built-in camera, microphone, and a speaker. Pushing the button on the intercom allows you to call the indoor station or to a mobile phone through the UNV-Link app. For mounting, there's a small metal bracket that can be used to fix the indoor station on the wall. While there's no table mount included, you can prop it up against something heavy to use it on a table, or place it on a tablet stand like this one that I got from IKEA. There's also a 4-port PoE switch included with the kit. Both the indoor and the outdoor station need an internet connection in order to work through the UNV-Link app, so you cannot simply plug them into the back of your NVR. Instead, you should connect the PoE switch to your router, then connect both devices to the switch. Finally, Uniview also includes a 32GB MicroSD card in the kit. By inserting this into the right side of the indoor station, you can record footage during a call by hitting the record button on the right side of the screen. It doesn't automatically back up footage like a security camera, so I'd still recommend connecting it to an NVR using the IP address if possible. This will allow you to record continuously, giving you a full record of what happened in front of your intercom. Also, this intercom doesn't support motion detection at this time. It only supports 24/7 continuous recording through the NVR. Now that we've gone over the features, let me show you how to set up the intercom kit from start to finish. First, we need to make sure that both the indoor and outdoor station are powered up and connected to the same network. They can be powered through either 12V DC or more easily via standard PoE from the switch. Once both devices are online, you will see a welcome screen on the indoor station. Enter a strong password for the device, as well as your email address in case you need to reset the password, and then click Next. From here, we can either set a static IP address for the indoor station, or we can leave it on DHCP, which will give it an automatic IP address from your router. In this case, I'm going to leave it on DHCP and then click Next. Now we can choose to either enable the Wi-Fi or leave it connected to the internet LAN port. If we choose to enable the Wi-Fi, it's going to load up a list of SSIDs all within my network. So within a couple seconds, you will see here, we have the list of SSIDs. If we wanted to, we could choose our Wi-Fi and can enter the password and then click connect. But in this case, I'm using the physical wire for the network. So I'm just going to turn off the Wi-Fi and then click next. Now on this page, we can configure the time zone and DST settings. In my case, I'm going to select -5 Eastern Standard Time and turn on daylight savings and select the start time for March 2nd and November 1st, since this is when the time zone changes in Canada as well as within the US. Now that our time is set properly, we're going to hit next. And on this page, we're going to basically leave everything the same as it is. So we have an indoor station. This is our main indoor station. If we had more than one indoor station, we might call this one an extension, but it's just one indoor station and one outdoor station. So we're going to keep this all as default. And in terms of location, we're going to keep it all as 11111. Don't change anything. Then hit next. And after hitting next, we enter the device discovery page. So this is going to take a couple seconds and scan the local network for all of basically the outdoor stations, as well as we can see our Uniview NVR in the network. So So in this case, I'm just going to show you how to add the outdoor station. So we're going to select the box for the outdoor station. Okay, this is the outdoor station OEU-201S, and click plus. Then we're going to enter the administrator password for the outdoor station. By default, this is set to 123456. Hit confirm. It's going to add. Right, you'll see a check mark. Once you see the check mark, you can hit next. If you also want to add it to an NVR, you can select the NVR, enter the NVR's password, and do the same thing. But we're going to hit next here. Now we can scan this QR code with our phone using the UNV-Link app to add the intercom. So I have the UNV-Link app open on my phone. I'm going to click the plus on the top right. Then I'm simply going to scan this QR code. It comes up right away. Select add device. We're going to call this Uniview Intercom. And just like that, the device has been added and I can view it immediately right away on the app. Now click finish to complete the setup and you'll be brought to the home screen of the indoor station. Now that the intercom is operational, what can we do with it? Well, let me show you a couple things that we can do. So if we push the button on the intercom, we can call to the indoor station just like this. Alright, so I moved the intercom outside to give you a better demonstration of how it works. When we push the button on the intercom, it should call to the indoor station. So let's test that out right now. So as you can see, when somebody pushes the button on the intercom, we immediately have the system ringing and we can choose to either answer it or not answer it. So if we answer it here, hello, testing, can you say something?
So can I get inside?
Yeah, sure. As you can see, it is very fast to activate. The audio is clear and the video is also relatively clear. Obviously, it's not as powerful as like an 8 megapixel camera, but still relatively sharp, just enough to see who's at the door and what else is going on. And so not only can you ring to the indoor station, but you can actually ring through to the UNV-Link app and you can answer the call remotely no matter where you are. So now the indoor station's ringing, but also it's ringing on my phone. So I can answer it from here. I can get the push notification and I can accept the call. And so when I accept the call from the phone, as you can see, the indoor station stops ringing. So only one person can answer the call at the same time. And again, I can see clearly what's happening outside. One thing I noticed though is that the image is a little bit dark. So I'm going to enable WDR setting from the web portal and we're going to try that again. Alright, so as you can see, the image is a lot brighter and more clear once we enable WDR on the intercom. So if you're getting these kind of backlight, make sure that you enable WDR to get the best image quality. So not only can we use this indoor station to view the intercom, but we can also use it to view other security cameras on our network, specifically by adding the Uniview NVR. So in order to do that, we want to go over to the settings tab. Then we're going to click on administration configuration and enter the password. Then we're going to go to devices and device discovery and let it search for a bit. It should find our NVR after like a couple seconds, maybe 10 seconds. Alright, so after about 10 seconds of searching, it found our NVR. This is the one that we have here. It's a 16 channel. Then I'm going to hit the plus at the top right and enter the password for the NVR. Alright, so after entering the password, we can see a green check mark, which means that the NVR has been added correctly. So if we go all the way back over to the live view, we can go to door station if we want to view the intercom. That works perfectly fine. We can also go to NVR. And we can choose our NVR here. Now we can see all the channels that have been added to our NVR. And we can again just choose different channels like over here. We can click here to go to the next page, and let's test out this. So if we go here, yep. So overall it works quite well. If we want to, we can even take snapshots by pushing this button at the top right corner, or we can start doing a recording. So this will record whatever's happening in the live view, and it will be saved onto the SD card of the indoor station, just like that. And if we want to check the storage, we can go to Message, Video Recording, and play our recording, and as you can see, the recording plays back right away. Or we can go to the same thing but go to Snapshot in order to see the saved snapshots that we have on the indoor station. Another helpful setting when you're configuring the indoor station is to change this passwordless login time. By default, it's set to 0 minutes, so every time you go to the administration configuration page, it'll ask you to enter the password. But if we click on, let's say, 10 minutes, now we can go back to live view, we can play around, we can go back to administration. We don't have to enter the password every time. So this is very helpful, and this will save you a bit of annoyance of entering the password every single time. Another interesting aspect of the intercom is the ability to use it with a MyFare card. Once you have it set up properly, all you need to do is tap your card onto the reader in order for the door to open. In order to add the credentials of the card to the reader, we have to log in through the web interface, go into the Person Library menu, and then enter the basic details and description for the person that you're trying to add. Once that's complete, you will go to Card Type, select IC card, and then choose the Collection button. This will put the intercom into collection mode, so after you tap the card onto the reader, it will automatically input the credentials of the card so that the next time you tap the card, it will activate and unlock any door strike attached to it. So that pretty much covers all there is to know about the new Uniview Intercom Kit. This is a very powerful system that can be connected directly to a PoE switch or wirelessly through a Wi-Fi network. It can be a little bit confusing during the first time setup, but once you get the hang of it, then you can probably get your setup time down to less than 10 minutes. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. Be sure to leave a like if you found this video helpful, and subscribe if you want to see more Uniview tutorials like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.